something which is bigger than Menotrans. Add all the aspects of railway transportation, technology aspects, user aspects, equipment aspects, software, design, practically every aspect of railway transportation, please bring it here. Metro, your high speed, every part of it. That will make a much better, that will do more justice to our aspirations. I'll take a few minutes. I don't want to hold you back for a long time. Friends, in the last 11 years, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has put strong focus on railways modernization. And the results are visible. Today, we have 35,000 kilometers of tracks built in the last 11 years, 46,000 kilometers of railway tracks electrified in the last 11 years. Phenomenal number. 40,000 new coaches manufactured. First bullet train project is now 325 kilometers done, and recently I visited both Surat and Bilimora stations. That is the first section which will be opened in 2027. Work is going on at a very, very rapid pace. We have now 156 Vande Bharat services, 30 Amrit Bharat services and 4 Namo Bharat services, which are highly popular in the entire country. Our production levels have really gone up. Today we are manufacturing 7,000 coaches every year, which is probably more than the many continents. We are manufacturing 1,681 locomotives, which is more than the complete production of Europe, North and South America, Africa and Australia combined. So that kind of work is going on in our country at this point of time. We are also emerging as a major export hub. Recently, locomotives made in India have been exported to Africa, and there are many equipment which are manufactured in India and exported. Recently, I think a couple of teams which met me, they gave the details of the electrical equipment that they are exporting to Europe now, which is a very big achievement for the country. Our CapEx program is on track. We are investing about 2,56,000 crore rupees every year. And that kind of investment is necessary because we need to modernize railways at a very rapid pace. Whatever we lost in the first 60 years of our freedom from the British, those 60 years have to be made up within the coming few years, coming 10 years. So that's why we have really ramped up CapEx and speeded up the execution. Many new projects which have now become reality. Chenab Bridge, which is world's highest bridge, highest railway arch bridge, that's a reality now, and it's giving a lot of good service to the people of Kashmir Valley. The railway line to Mizoram was recently inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. It has fundamentally changed the way people get their goods, the cost of commodity transportation. Everything has fundamentally changed because of these projects. Pamban Bridge, another very important technology milestone that has been achieved recently, and Kavach implementation is going on at a very rapid pace. What's important is all these changes that we do must focus on 3 important aspects. First is, how do passengers perceive us? Are the passengers happy? Are we able to provide enough services? Second, safety. Very important to keep 100% focus on safety. And of course, because of this focus, the results are visible. Today we have been able to reduce accidents by almost 80% compared to what the numbers were 11 years ago. But we must not stop here. We must continuously strive to make it much more safer. And third is, are we making the railways ready for coming 25 years? The steps that we take today will determine how railways will be serving the people in the coming 25 years. So it's very important to make sure that today's steps are basically paving the way for railways growth and for passenger satisfaction and safety security in the coming 25 years. Every step has to be thought with these three parameters. Friends, we have reached a level where today we are running about 24,000 trains every day. What next? What's important is, what are we thinking of the future? First, we must rapidly increase our capacity. You must have seen in the recent cabinet decisions, Honorable Prime Minister has approved many new projects. Many projects of doubling, tripling, quadrupling. There is a rapid pace of automatic signalling. Kavach, new sanctions are happening practically every month. So capacity has to increase substantially. So we'll continue to focus on capacity increase. And capacity has to increase not only for the conventional railway tracks, but now we have to start constructing dedicated passenger corridors. We have to start constructing dedicated passenger corridors. Because we are 1.4 billion people. 1.4 billion people, the amount of transportation demand is huge, humongous. To cater to that kind of demand, we must have dedicated passenger corridors. We have examples in economies of similar nature. We have seen those very successful examples. So time has come to build dedicated passenger corridors. So that is one major item, increasing the capacity of conventional tracks and building dedicated passenger corridors. These will be very important focus points in the coming years. Second, rolling out Kavach, and again we have to take huge targets for all of us, all the industry participants and the railway administration. We must take really big targets and achieve them. Automatic train protection happened in many other railway systems way back in 1990s. For us, it started in 2016 once the clarity on what technology we should use happened. And after that, the process of getting the SIL4 certification, getting the ISA, improving the system. So now Kavach 4.0, which got finally approved in July 2024. Now that is getting rolled out. So we must make sure that in the coming 4-5 years, a substantial part of the railway network should be covered by Kavach. Any new manufacturers, designers, participants are welcome. All manufacturers who would like to join this journey are welcome, because this is going to be the standard automatic train protection that we will use throughout the country. Right now it is designed for 180 kmph.